Most lattice brace guitars are going to cost you in general around $5,000 to $10,000 and upwards, but this one doesn't. In general, most classical guitars use what's called fan bracing, but this guitar uses lattice bracing. Basically, it's supposed to help with volume, a faster response when you stroke the string, and better projection even with a light touch. Normally, you only see this on high-end concert guitars, but Saers brought the S9 at a price that's actually reachable. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. In this video, we're going to be reviewing the S9 classical guitar made by Saers Guitars, and we're going to talk about what makes this guitar unique. We're going to listen to some sound samples, and at the end of the video, we're going to answer the question, is it worth the money or not? So let's jump into the video. This guitar has a solid cedar soundboard, which gives it that warm, round tone classical players love. And if you prefer a brighter sound, there's also a spruce version available. The back and sides are made out of GuitarCody, an exotic wood not just known for its beautiful grain, but also for adding depth and clarity to the sound. The neck is mahogany, and it's even got something you don't usually see in classical guitars. This classical guitar actually has a truss rod, so if you wanted to adjust your setup, you have that option available to you. So here are just a few chords for you to hear the sustain and kind of the power that this guitar has to offer. So if we just play an E chord. Not bad. Not bad at all. Even the first string, you know, all the way up to the 19th fret is all pretty clear. Listen to this. Right? Like, that's pretty good. All the notes up to the highest fret speak on the first string, which is exactly what you want. The fingerboard is made out of Indian rosewood, and it's even got a 12-hole rosewood bridge. It has a high-gloss polyurethane finish, keeping it shiny yet durable. And it also comes with a soft padded gig bag. So the first and kind of most obvious thing about this guitar that you might notice is the tone production and the volume and projection that this guitar has. When I first picked it up, I was pretty surprised at how good it sounded and how little you had to work to get the sound out. So if we just play like a simple arpeggio. The guitar has a voice. You know, sometimes you pick up guitars and you play them, especially if they're lower end ones, and they play, but the sound, I don't know, it doesn't project, it doesn't have sort of a voice, like I say. It's kind of there, but it's just muffled, it's just small, and the sound is not there. This one, you pick it up and immediately, you can fill the room. You sort of have a commanding sound right off the bat, which is awesome. Next, let's talk about who this guitar would be for. If you want a lattice guitar, and you don't want to sort of break the bank and you want a sort of an introduction to that kind of lattice sound, this is a good option. Or if you're just looking to upgrade in general, maybe you have like a guitar that's $200 or $300 and you're sort of ready to take the next step, but you don't want to, you know, sort of enter into that $5,000 to $10,000 range or even $2,000 range. This will be a nice little step up from what you currently have. I think for me, or for anybody who has a nice concert instrument but also teaches a lot, this is a great alternative because I don't like to take my high-end classical concert guitar out for teaching, or I don't like to take it out for gigs because it's going to get more wear and tear, especially if you teach young children. Sometimes they accidentally bang your guitar by mistake. And so this guitar for me is now going to replace sort of my old cheap like $200 guitar that I used to teach on all the time, which is fine. But this is super nice because this has sort of a commanding sound to it when you play. I feel like I can play much more musical on this than I could on my other guitar that I teach with. So I think it's a great option if you have a nice guitar and you're sort of looking to have something that's a little bit cheaper but still gets the job done in a good way. This would be the guitar for you. Lastly, let's answer the question, is it worth the money? In short, I would say yes. I don't know where you could get a cheaper lattice brace guitar actually. I think for what it is and for what it does, I think it's absolutely worth it. I like actually that they chose to make it a polyurethane high glass. I think that's going to make it nice and durable. I think it's going to last you a long time so long as you take care of it. And it's going to project well. You're going to be able to play more musical on it, especially if you're upgrading from like a cheaper end guitar. So I would probably put this guitar on the high end of sort of the lower end guitars, if that makes any sense. But I would definitely say it's worth it. So thank you guys for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one.